Welcome to Talk Tactic. We're talking today about Angel and the Bad Man. You have Gail Russell playing the role of Penelope Worth and John Wayne playing the role of Quirt Evans. And we're going to talk to you about positive masculinity.
We talk a lot about positive masculinity, and you don't have to be a bad person. You don't have to be a bad man to be a masculine man. And one thing that we focus on is being a masculine man and still being a good man. That's one thing we focus on, is being a good man who's a positive masculine role model.
John Wayne's character, if you take out some of his past actions and the actions that he actually takes in the movie that you actually get to see and experience, those would be, on today's time, very much in line with the strong masculine presence. The way he takes what he wants, does what he wants, he doesn't second guess himself, right?
Right.
So those actions, that confident way, that bold way of living is very much in line with what we talk here, and this is what we talk about on Talk Tactic. About it's like we try to talk to our audience members who kind of identify themselves as good guys, and they feel like, yeah, they kind of get the short end of the stick a lot, and they don't really understand why that is. Well, that's good that you're a good guy, but what you want to do is you want to convert that, you want to exchange that into this model of becoming a good man.
Masculine
Yeah,
guy.
a
A
good
good
man.
masculine guy.
Right, and a man implies capital M for masculine man. And there's a lot of traits that need to be incorporated or relearned or freed up for that sort of ability for you to deal with yourself. So, can I tell a story? I don't know if this is a
Sure.
good
Go
idea or
ahead.
not.
Go ahead.
So, I had a talk on the phone today with this man, and he's a professional. I shouldn't say exactly what he does, but he works with the courts, and he's very much used to domineering the people that he talks to and being forceful, and he doesn't have time for anybody. And it's obvious, like, the whole office is like that because they're all very rude when you speak to them and short with you, and there's no customer service ethic involved when you're dealing with them at all, right? And in the past, if I would have talked to them before understanding what I know now, and this is what we share with you on Talk Tactic, before understanding these sort of principles of being bold and taking a stance and all the different things that we talk about
Self
here,
respect.
self-respect, I probably would have just let the guy on the phone talk to me and be rude to me, and I might have even been a little apologetic to the guy. But I had to like stop him, and I had to say, "Look, what's your name?" And I said his name wrong on purpose because this is a trick that I learned from my dad a long time ago, is that people on a point of ego want to correct you and have you say their name right. And what I also learned from a lawyer friend that I have, who she works in Mexico, is she always says you want to be the person asking the question, because when you're asking questions, you're controlling where the conversation goes. So I got his name wrong, so I can ask him again after he corrected me. What's your name? And then he answers, and then I control where the conversation goes from there. But I was able to just boldly kind of say, "Hey, this is why I'm calling you, your name, whatever the guy's name is, and this is my reason. This is all I want to know." And I was able to do that boldly, and I wouldn't have been able to do that in the past because I didn't have this idea of being masculine, of asserting myself over others, or stopping others who are trying to assert themselves on me. These are all these kind of skills that I've learned later on in life that I didn't know when I was like 20 years old.
Right. And one thing that goes along with this story that you're telling is men in society, we've been told this and implied this so many times, that we should make people around us comfortable.
Comfortable.
And if you're not making other people comfortable, then there's something wrong with you. There's something that's bad about you, and you need to fix that and make people comfortable. Now, this is directly in opposition to a lot of things. Well, I mean, just it's in opposition to life. I'll just give you an example. Sexual tension. It's not comfortable.
No.
So if you're completely making everybody comfortable around you, you will never have any sexual tension in your life because it's impossible to have sexual tension and have everybody be comfortable. Here's the other thing. If a man is taking a leadership role, he's taking bold action, that in itself is going to be uncomfortable. And he needs to be focused on his mission, and he needs to pursue that mission, and the people around him are going to be uncomfortable at times. That's just part of it. And if they're too uncomfortable, then they won't deal with that person. They won't deal with him. But just the very act of taking bold action is automatically uncomfortable. And I'll just give you an example of this, of a practical example of what I'm telling you about. It's been pushed on men to make people feel comfortable. I remember hearing a woman talking about how a man should, when he meets a woman, he should never extend his hand to shake her hand because she might not want to shake his hand. And if he extends his hand to shake her hand and she doesn't want to shake his hand, that will make her feel uncomfortable. So guys, society would have you believe that you can't even extend your hand for a handshake to a woman without possibly being a toxic, masculine man. That's what society would have you believe. And at Talk Tactic, we want to convey the importance of positive, strong masculinity.
And that it's okay to be yourself and to be masculine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I know there's a lot of talk out there from toxic feminists. There's a lot of good women out there that are feminists. We're talking about toxic feminists. There might be a vein in all feminism that may be a little bit toxic, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of women out there that call themselves feminists,
but
that aren't really.
link to our video
Yeah.
defining toxic feminism.
Yeah, so
for a more complete definition of that.
Right. What was I saying?
So you're saying that the toxic feminist, and I was talking about how we've been told that we can't make anyone uncomfortable, and you're saying about toxic.
Yeah. So toxic feminists would make you believe that any masculinity is toxic in itself. And here at Talk Tactic, we just want you to know that it's okay that you're a man. It's okay that you think like a man. It's okay to express yourself like a man. It's okay to interact with people as a man, even and especially in intergender interactions.
You should always be
right
acting like a man.
Right, and it's okay. It's good. It's a positive thing. And so, unfortunately, we're kind of using this term positive masculinity, but we're just saying it's okay to be a man, manly.
Right. And it's unfortunate that this is the view of masculinity that society has, that it's necessary for us to say positive masculinity. That's kind of a sad commentary about the state of our society.
It is, because what we really want, or what I really want, is that I want to help men be able to become their best selves, right? To create their best environments that will be most beneficial to them and the most important women in their life. Because, every person wants to have, well, not every person, but there's a lot of men out there, a lot of good guys who we're going to help become good men that do want to have an important woman in their life, or they have a daughter. And so, By becoming a very strong masculine presence, not only do you benefit your life, but the most important women of your life also increase in the benefits too. It makes them feel safer and more secure to have a very strong presence like that. Even if you have a woman that's like your peer, or a woman that's maybe a little bit stronger in personality than you are, even that woman will feel better as you increase in your masculine presence. Everybody does. Everybody feels better when they're surrounded by people that know what they're doing, or competent, or can take charge, or can take action, or can handle whatever tasks that are given to them. Everybody feels better when their circle of friends or the circle of people around them are with these types of individuals, right?
Right.
Yeah. So,
Right.
and competence isn't like a masculine trait. Like we were talking about in the movie, Penelope's character is very competent in a lot of different areas. But what's attractive about her character is not that she's competent, but that she deals in femininity. And she's a complementary presence that can counteract this very strong, dominant, masculine presence of Quirt Evans.
Right. And she disarms him,
Literally,
and
figuratively.
figuratively.
Yeah. Outro us, man.
Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video about positive masculinity. Okay, I want to do this again. What do I want to say? Thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for checking out our discussion about positive masculinity.
See our other videos about Angel and the Batman. And subscribe. We need subscribers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Or I'll say subscribe, but I'll say the other stuff.
Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Yeah, not so much.
That was our discussion.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Yeah, so much.
No, don't thank them. Just
Yeah.
that was our discussion.
Okay, that was our discussion about positive masculinity. Check out our other videos about Angel and the Bad Man, and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. We really need your guys' help. That was horrible. Help me!
We just want to say, so thankful for everybody that wants to get it and everybody that wants to see it, because then only we know about it.
Yeah. I'm sorry I messed that up, man. Go ahead. You did it really good.